live right now. The court received this afternoon a written motion, and thank you very much, Mr. Tiffin, for preparing that, from the state asking to reschedule Mr. Roberts' sentencing hearing based upon a misunderstanding by some family members of Mr. Robert, or of the victims,
Correct.
as to when the sentencing would take place. I know that, Mr. Chernin, you know about this request. My understanding, you haven't had a chance to talk with your client, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. My only way of contacting him would be via Zoom, and it's not available right now.
All right. Mr. Tiffin, do you want to expand at all on what you've written, or are you just going to rest
I
on
mean,
that?
I can fill it in. Shortly before I filed that, the victim witness person came to ask me about the sentencing because she had received a call from the deceased mother. The mother believed that Mr. Roberts' sentencing was going to be adjourned. I didn't understand that I had a calendar for tomorrow. The letters my office sent had a calendar for tomorrow. I contacted Mr. Chernin. He had it set for tomorrow. We contacted the mother of the deceased. She requested, because I believe her parents want to attend and they live in Arizona, that it be adjourned. I tried to find a source for that misinformation. I have been unable to find it. I don't know where the miscommunication came.
Okay. Is there, are you going to object on behalf of your client, Mr. Chernin, or what's your position?
Your Honor,
I hate to put this in front of you at the last minute, but this is the best we can do.
and I understand that, and I also understand the circumstances. If it's going to impose a hardship on the court or Mr. Tiffin in any way, because of this, because of the request of the decedent's family, I'm not going to object if it's the court's desire to grant the adjournment. I'm not going to object.
All right. Give me just a minute.
And I'm sorry, Judge, did you say anything? Because I didn't hear anything.
No, I didn't. I was
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Reich's case to just make sure that there wasn't any misunderstanding about both of these defendants. REICH, that's case 2020 CF 2120. That is scheduled for sentencing on April 6th at 9 a.m. I was just wondering if there was a possibility that was miscommunicated as well. Under the circumstances, the court will grant the state's request for an adjournment of the sentencing. I'd like to be able to schedule a new date right now. And I guess we can go off the record and do that.
Judge, for purposes of rescheduling, I don't have my calendar with me. My calendar's at my home. I'm downtown at the office meeting with a new client, but I'll be back home within an hour, and I'll be able to accomplish that with Mr. Tiffin and Ms. Green, if that's okay.
Well, Madam Clerk, is there a convenient time to have Mr. Chernin and Mr. Tiffin call you?
Yeah, anytime, Judge. We can do this through email if you want.
All right. Okay, we'll go
that's
back on the record. Since Mr. Chernin does not have his calendar available, we will grant the adjournment. We'll take the case off of the calendar for tomorrow. Both lawyers are directed to communicate with Madam Clerk via email to find a mutually agreeable sentencing date. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. You're
Thank you, Your
welcome.
Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Tiffin, I know you'll make sure with the victim's family. I know there are a lot of people that the courts receive correspondence from, et cetera. If you will make sure that everybody's clear on the 2 dates so that we don't have this problem again.
I will do that.
And
Thank
let
you.
everybody know that we're not going to be in G55 tomorrow because I don't have an afternoon calendar then. I blocked the whole afternoon off for this case. So if anybody shows up and goes to G55, there's not going to be anybody there to redirect them.
Well, yeah, and I'll make certain that my client's family is aware of the situation, and hopefully I won't become a victim.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Okay,